Science experiment goes wrong.
It was another school day. May and Aisha walked to the science lab happily. Excitement buzzed as Ms. Lee announced a science experiment. May and Aisha saw specimens of animals and bugs, and this terrified them. In the science lab, Ms. Lee announced an exciting experiment just using only baking soda and vinegar. Students gathered around their lab tables with the needed materials. May and Aisha combined ingredients for the volcano. Suddenly, the volcano erupted prematurely, spewing foamy lava out of the beaker. The lab erupted in chaos as other volcanoes went haywire. May and Aisha couldn't contain their laughter as the scene went completely wrong in the science lab. Some students got burned by imaginary lava, but they seemed very chill about it. Ms. Lee tried to regain control as she did not expect it would cause a major mess. But even she chuckled at the mayhem. Laughter filled the science lab, turning the mess into a hilarious science class. May and Aisha's wild experiment created a heartwarming memory. End of the day, students left the lab with smiles, cherishing the memorable day.
The art project.
One sunny day, May's class gathered in the sunny school CL. Ms. Lee unveiled the ambitious outdoor gallery project to the class. Students painting intricate designs. May and Aisha could not contain their excitement, and they quickly picked colors they liked. Laughter and chatter filled the air as students painted. Some students painted designs of animals. Some students painted dreamscapes. These students are full of creativity. Even some students created chaos by splashing paint on others, turning themselves into living artworks. May ended up with colorful splotches and messy hair. As the day progressed, the courtyard underwent a stunning transformation. Passers-by couldn't help but be amazed by the artwork of students. It transformed into a pulsating, colorful masterpiece. May and Aisha left their mark on the extraordinary outdoor gallery, a symbol of creativity and joy. The headmaster awarded medals to the class, including May and Aisha. This is to motivate other students to contribute to the school like May and Aisha too. May and Aisha shared an exhilarated high five, proud of their contribution.
Best friend birthday surprise.
Meet May, a lively 9-year-old girl who is always ready for adventures with her bestie. One sunny day, May hatched a plan at their school as Aisha's birthday is around the corner. She thought to transform their ordinary school day into a memorable party. The classroom was decorated with colorful balloons and streamers. By May, intrigued by May's enthusiasm, their classmates joined in the decoration and preparing gifts. The excitement grew as they devised creative ideas for the big day. On Aisha's birthday, she was shocked as she did not expect a big surprise like this. Aisha, taken by surprise, burst into giggles and she joined the party. Their teacher, Ms. Lee, joined the fun with a paper crown made by students. Out of nowhere, May presented Aisha with a homemade cake topped with candles. Aisha was feeling emotional because she did not expect her classmates would prepare such a surprise for her. Aisha makes her wishes and blows the candles, igniting deafening applause from the classmates. The room resounded with laughter and joy as everyone held their gifts to Aisha. The heartfelt celebrations left Aisha beaming, and this day will forever carve into memories of Aisha. It was a memorable day filled with laughter, friendship, and love, and they will definitely not forget today.
Caught in the storm.
One ordinary school day, during recess, the skies darkened, and thunder rumbled ominously. Raindrops fell in a sudden downpour, catching everyone off guard. Students and teachers immediately dashed for shelters. May and her bestie, Aisha, eager to embrace the unexpected, decided to embrace the rain. Other kids soon joined in, and their playground transformed into a water wonderland. The raindrops kept falling, wet shirts, muddy shoes, but no one seemed to mind. The schoolyard resounded with laughter as kids played games, their shrieks of delight echoing. As the water level went up following the rain getting bigger, it started to flood. Out of nowhere, a black shadow appeared under the flooded area, and it remains unknown. Teacher starts to be aware and leads the students back to the safety area. Suddenly, the black mysterious thing floats out of the water and it turns out to be a giant lizard. May and Aisha were terrified by the giant lizard. It also caused chaos in the school. Ms. Lee saw the situation and immediately phoned the emergency line. Within 10 minutes, firefighters arrived and immediately took action. May and Aisha thanked the firefighters for their timely rescue. As the storm subsided, everyone was soaked but filled with unforgettable memories.
The magical pen.
It is a normal sunny day at school, and May was left dazed and blank during a class. While doodling in her notebook during class, she stumbled upon a mysterious, sparkly pen. When she used the pen to draw a whimsical butterfly, it miraculously came to life. May held unbelievable thoughts and drew another frog in her notebook. Unbelievably, the frog came to life and hopped onto Jonathan's head. The magical pen granted her the incredible ability to bring her drawings to life. During recess, May couldn't resist the temptation to draw a beautiful unicorn. Her classmates were amazed as they watched the magical unicorn scamper around the schoolyard. Though her artistic creations brought immense joy, they also presented unexpected challenges. Once, an enormous dragon emerged from her notebook, creating a little chaos in the classroom. May had to employ her creative problem-solving skills to return the dragon to her notebook. The day was filled with excitement, laughter, and the unexpected joys of her newfound magical pen. Suddenly someone woke her out of imagination, and she was left stumbling as Ms. Lee was staring at her deadly. She immediately apologized to Ms. Lee as she was not paying attention to her class. She realized it was just a dream, but at least it was the wildest dream she had ever had.
Costume day.
One sunny day at school, May heard the exciting news about Costume Day. May and her bestie, Aisha, eager to embrace the fun, decided to dress as their favorite characters. May chose to be Elsa from the movie Frozen, complete with a fancy princess dress. Aisha transformed into Snow White, complete with a beautiful dress and a fake poison apple. Their classmates also embraced the theme. Luca transformed into Spider-Man wearing a full suit. Jonathan switched up to cosplay Charlie Chaplin, his favorite comedian, complete with a thick mustache and a classic hat. The school buzzed with excitement as students portrayed their favorite characters. May, in her princess outfit, imagined soaring through the snow and building ice buildings. Aisha in her Snow White outfit pictured herself dancing with the prince in a school hallway. Luca in his Spider-Man outfit visualized saving the world with his special ability and making everyone live in peace. While Jonathan in his Charlie Chaplin outfit made everyone laugh with his skits and jokes. Even Ms. Lee transformed into Wonder Woman, complete with a striking costume and a rope in hand. The day was filled with laughter as they shared historical tales and celebrated their idols. The costume day not only brought fantasy to life but also strengthened their friendship. The story ends as the characters reflect on their wonderful day of costumes and fun.
A visit from famous author.
One morning, their school buzzed with anticipation as a famous children's comic author, Mr. Eddie, was about to pay a visit. Just when May thought it would be an ordinary day, little did she know that today would turn into a magical adventure. The students had watched his enchanting comic, and they couldn't wait to meet him. As Mr. Eddie began to speak, his words seemed to come to life. Characters from his stories appeared to life, much to the astonishment of May and Aisha. Talking animals, daring pirates, and whimsical wizards filled the room. May and Aisha found themselves in the midst of an extraordinary adventure. They befriended a wise owl, helped a brave knight, and even rescued a captured princess. The visit was not just an ordinary author talk, it was a fantasy journey. As the magical wind subsided, May and her bestie returned to their classroom. The experience of being a part of Mr. Eddie's stories left an indelible mark on May and her classmates. It ignited their imaginations and planted the seeds of creativity, encouraging them to write their own stories. Mr. Eddie farewells the students and motivates them to be better persons in life. May is inspired by Mr. Eddie, she wants to be an author that brings joy to everyone. The story ends with the characters reflecting on their magical day with Mr. Eddie.
The Classroom Pet.
Another morning, Miss Lee gathered the class and announced an unusual addition to their classroom. "It is a new, mischievous classroom pet." The students' eyes widened with curiosity. Miss Lee unveiled the newest member of their class, a fluffy bunny with a twitching nose and big, bright eyes. They named it Snowball, a name that perfectly matched the bunny's appearance. May and Aisha, being the enthusiastic animal lovers in the class, were selected to take care of Snowball. They prepared a cozy cage, filled it with hay, and set up a water bottle. However, Snowball had other plans. One afternoon, as the class sat engrossed in a math lesson, they heard a small rustling sound, and the next minute Snowball managed to escape from its cage. Snowball was hopping around the classroom, sometimes onto students' laps, sometimes onto the desk. Panic ensued. May and Aisha quickly realized they needed to work together to catch the runaway bunny. It became an unexpected lesson in teamwork and responsibility as they gently cornered Snowball and placed it back in its cage. As the days passed, they found that taking care of Snowball was a mix of work and fun. They fed Snowball, cleaned its cage, and played with it during recess. It was a true bonding experience for the girls and their classmates. May and Aisha learned important lessons about responsibility. Their classroom had been enriched by the presence of Snowball.